Y'all, welcome back to another episode, and today I'm going to be doing a Sega Genesis collection memories video, and I have a special guest, my friend Anthony.
Thanks for having me on here, Gaming Fiend. I'm happy to be here. Genesis is definitely my top system of all time, and it's had some great memories for me. I'm not the only one, obviously, as I'm sitting here talking Genesis. Let's talk some shop.
All right, let's do it. So we got these games here. We're just gonna talk about what games we have and the memories and what we think about the game. So you do the honors.
And I'll get this bad boy started. I mean, this is obviously not one this is no hidden gems video by any means, but if I were to start off, I guess I'd start off with what would be considered a complete game. We got the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with Sonic and Knuckles.
Nice.
To my belief, I hear it's the only game where you're putting those bad boys together, at least that I've seen. Definitely a lot of great memories with these games. Maybe more with the second part, but this one's really something that I never forgot. You know, going to Blockbuster, renting the Sonic and Knuckles, already owning Sonic 3. That was definitely a good time.
Nice. I've actually heard, I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard that Michael Jackson made music for this game. Is that true?
I honestly don't know if it's true. That's a lot of fact checking I'll have to do, but I have heard that a lot of the of his work has inspired a lot of the soundtrack from from this game.
Exactly, and it sounds like it. Like some of the music, like if you just put an instrumental of one of his songs, and you hear that song, it's just like, wow, that sounds like something Michael Jackson would make.
I could definitely hear it in Ice Cap Zone.
Exactly.
Like, it's definitely a zone you hear
That's
a lot of Michael Jackson's mood in, if that makes any sense.
Exactly. That's a great game. My sister had it also, but I never really played it because I suck at Sonic. I've never beat it. Have you beaten part 3?
I've beaten part 3. Honestly, I think the first one may be harder than the third one. But that's just in my opinion. But I mean, it's still a pretty fun game to go through, nonetheless.
All right.
So what you got?
All right. And for my game, I got Quackshot. Now I got this one recently. My friend was telling me it was a good game, and he said it's rare, kind of rare. And I saw it at Replayed. I recommend going there if you live in Boston. And I got the game for $12. I saw the game. I instantly picked it up. And what can I say about this game? This game is really good. I got to a level that I got stuck on. I don't know why I haven't gone back to it, but when I do play Sega again, I'm going to go back to this game and give it another shot.
No, I personally don't have any memories with that game.
Me neither.
I've never played it in my life. This is new to you too.
Yeah.
But that's always a great thing about going shopping for the Genesis, just seeing games you've never seen before. This is such a large collection and plenty of stuff that you can work your way through.
Exactly. Affordable. Had to pick it up.
Can't argue with that. Now, I mean, this is another obvious pick for obvious reasons. This is Streets of Rage 2.
Yes.
I mean, what can I say about Streets of Rage 2 that hasn't already been said? Right? The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. It's tracks that I listen to when I'm working out. It's just like, it's just such an amazing game. My brothers got it as part of a bundle for the original Sega Genesis.
Oh, the 6-pack? Was it the 6-pack?
No, it wasn't a 6-pack. It was bundled with just a single copy of Streets of Rage 2. And, a bunch of co-op with my brothers at home, a bunch of co-op with you.
Yeah,
I can't. Anyone I've ever hung out with that plays games, I make them play this game. This is a staple of Sega Genesis.
It is.
This is just something they have to play.
Yeah, and even is the multiplayer in this one? No, I think it was part 3 where you do the fighting. I'm not sure.
Fighting? What do you mean?
Like you go against each other?
No, that's actually that's been in the staple since the second game, I believe.
Okay, is that the one that we played recently? I remember we were at your house and we were playing it. It was you, me, and Josh, I think.
That may have been Street Rage 4. That was a recent release of the 4-player. But unless you're talking about the PC only release, which is a fan-made game called Street Rage Remake, which I also recommend. That's an absolutely phenomenal game.
Okay, that's the one because I remember it was that one. We were just like doing the fighting for like playing all night. It was just so funny.
Yeah, that's Streets of Rage Remake, and I definitely recommend that. If you guys haven't checked that game out, that's a must play. Put it in your PC, you won't regret it.
All right, good pick. This is not a really rare game or anything, and I haven't beat this one either, and that is, The Revenge of Shinobi. I played this as a kid. I wasn't really good at it, and then I saw it at the store, and I was like, maybe when I was a kid I was just whack. The games, I bought it, tried it again. I'm still whack. Like the double jumping, the timing for that, I just can't get it down. I get to the
I have a
waterfall,
terrible time with double jumping in this game as well because I don't own a physical copy of this. I mean, I guess technically I do with the there's like a 6-pack or something like that.
Yeah,
That includes that
but
game with
they
it.
have that too. Yeah.
And I have a terrible time with the double jumping, but that's just something that you can get over time. You play it enough and it's
Yeah.
nothing. There's different versions of this game. I've heard there's versions that have Godzilla as an enemy, Spider-Man, Batman stuff, and there's obviously there's revisions. So in later revisions, they took those things out as they didn't have the rights to them.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if this is the one because I think the last level I got to in this game is like it's in the dark here in the city, something like that. And then
I'm not too familiar with the game honestly. I've gone through maybe the first stage, but there is another version, another game in the series that I absolutely love, and that is Shinobi 3. It's known as the Ninja Master.
That's the one with the horse, right?
Yeah.
I love that one.
Now, the gameplay in this game is just absolutely phenomenal, and I can't speak enough joy about the Sega Genesis soundtrack because it's too damn good. I'm not saying the Super Nintendo soundtrack wasn't bad either. It's just there's something about the bass and the Genesis that really makes the games pop.
The drums.
Yeah, those drums, man. They feel so damn good.
Yeah.
Now, my earliest memories with this game, I played it a lot with my brothers. Growing up, I was maybe 10 or something like that. And I actually lent this game to a friend on the playground for, I forget what the hell it was for, and he stole it from me. And my brothers wanted to kick my ass. I don't blame them. This game is freaking phenomenal. I would give this game to them, but they don't deserve it as much as I do.
And back then, these games were like $70, $60,
Really?
$70. Yeah.
Jesus.
I looked at one of those old brochures on online just to see like, I was stupid like that. I wanted to see like the old coupons and stuff or just the old relays, whatever. And I was like, damn, $70.
What in the thump? I have no early memories of pricing on these games, that's for sure. A lot of my memories with these games was Blockbuster.
Yeah. That's a good game. I was trying to get this one. That's what I thought this one was, but it wasn't that one. I was like, didn't have the horse.
Yeah, the horse just doesn't work.
I just love that the way that it looks, like the graphics and everything.
But
like, wow.
I can't speak enough good things about Shinobi 3. The gameplay is phenomenal. Obviously, the soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. So, if this isn't something you've ever play it. But I mean, if you play Genesis, you play Shinobi 3.
Exactly. Good pick. Good pick. All right. Everybody's played this game. Can't really say much about it, but I love this game. Golden Axe. This game is bullshit. I can get to the last level, and then you beat the boss, and then you have to do one more thing, and the skeletons, they always hit you, and then you fall off, and I always have one life, and then it's done. And then you have to start all over again.
Now, I don't actually own this game myself, but I guess technically I do. I have the Sega Genesis Classic that came out for the PlayStation 4, and I played this game on it, but I mean, you got that rewind feature that kind of made things too easy, or the saving feature. And I did beat it, but I do remember those skeletons, and they were fucking pain in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great music too, by the way. I love the music in that game.
You have to.
All right, what you got?
Okay. Imagine if you're, into Sega Genesis a lot, you definitely know about this too. I mean, some people don't.
That's a
So
good
here it
game.
is. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Now, I don't have any early childhood memories of this. I played this when I was a teenager, when Funko Land was a thing.
I remember that place.
Yeah, Funko Land. It was a thing. Check it out. They were sent, obviously, this is around the PlayStation 1 era when we owned the PlayStation 1. And my brothers were buying some Sega Genesis cartridges, and they randomly bought Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Didn't know a damn thing about it. And they barely touched it. They played it a few times. But me and my sister Anna, we played the hell out of this game. So many hours drowned in this game. What can I say? There's so many freaking levels in this game. You're going to be busy for a while. The game's definitely challenging. And, just great co-op action.
Did you end up beating it or no?
Hell no. I did not beat that game. But I do own it.
Yeah. I have a lot of games I don't beat either. Them Sega games are hard.
They can be. I just need to give it the love it deserves. And I just haven't just yet, especially with all the other games that I'm working through at the moment. But I definitely need to show it some more love.
Yeah, go back to it one time. That's another good pick. I like that game, but yeah, it was tough. Now this game, I don't know if a lot of people like it, but I think it's okay. And that is Tom and Jerry Frantic Antics. This game is pretty tough. At least I think it's pretty tough. But the thing about the Sega Genesis that I love and like that era of games is like we don't have cartoon games anymore. Like if there's new TV shows or movies, we don't get games like that. I remember as a kid, if there was a cartoon or a movie, they made it into a video game, and I miss that. They should do that. I think now with more cartoons.
I imagine people avoid games like that like the plague. Some of them just crap.
True, but you know, I kind of miss just like oh wow, like what's a show like Captain Mikey or something. So
Yeah.
like, oh wow, I'll try.
Not too many people know enough about Kappa Mike. That'll be a video for another time.
But yeah, this game is challenging. It'll make you rage, but it's a good game. All right, what you got?
I'll let you go because I'll let this game be the
All right.
last.
Now this game, I got to the last level in this game. This game is tough, and this game is Spider-Man. Oops. And I think it's with the Kingpin. Now this game is really good. It's a time limit game, and the thing is like to get more life or to get more webs, you have to go back to your apartment. And when you go back to your apartment, it makes the time go down. And when I get to the last level, you have to fight Kingpin and destroy all these bombs. I always have like a minute left and I'm just dead. This game is tough.
It's another one I haven't played. I played that. I played X-Men on the Genesis, which is also a great game. I own it. It's not here. But I'll definitely, maybe if you recommend it, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, if anything you want, you could just borrow it. See, you know. And that X-Men game, my cousin, I got to the last level in that game, and I had no idea how to fucking beat it. It was like something about resetting a computer.
Yeah.
You literally have to press fucking reset on the Sega.
Really?
Yes, he did that. And I was like, I would have never figured that shit out. I was trying forever.
That reminds me of Metal Gear for the PlayStation 1 and the Kodak code being on the back of the case.
Oh yeah, I never found that out. My friend had it something.
Or what was it? Star Tropics. They had a map in that game that you needed in order to progress in the game. I think it came with the game's packaging. Maybe it was some sort of form of like trying to get people to not just rent the game but to buy them. But that's not.
I never played Star Tropics, so I wouldn't know. But I gotta try that game.
Another
video
for another time. Now I'm gonna leave this one for last because it's my favorite Sega Genesis game of all time. Definitely a lot of other people's favorite Sega Genesis game of all time. But that's Phantasy Star 4.
Nice.
Now, this is my intro to RPGs at the time. My brother played it, David, and he played the hell out of this game. Now, from what I've heard, this was the most expensive cartridge released for the Sega Genesis.
How much was it?
I have no idea. I heard it was maybe over 100.
Holy shit!
I mean, I could be wrong. That's something you're gonna have to check out. But I heard it is one of the most expensive games for the Genesis. It's definitely cost me a pretty penny now too, with it being completed case with the manual and stuff. I'm a big stickler for the manuals. But I mean, the story in this game is just absolutely phenomenal. The gameplay is great. Can be grindy if you need it to be. Well, you usually do need it to be, but the story is definitely something that's phenomenal. This is also another game where I listen to a lot of the tracks on my spare time when I'm studying or when I work out and things like that. But if you've never played Phantasy Star 4, this is definitely a great game to pick up.
And that's on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, that's also
Switch,
the
right?
Sega Genesis Classic on Switch, PS4, and I believe it's an Xbox One release, but I don't have an Xbox One myself, but they should all be in that.
And I have a question for you. I always thought you were playing Phantasy Star 2. Did you ever beat Phantasy Star 2 or play? Did I ever watch?
I've played Phantasy Star 2, also another game I've never beaten. So I put a lot more time in Phantasy Star 3 and 4 than I ever did 2, but I hear 2 is really good. It's the story before 4, so it's definitely something that I need to play.
That game's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
You tell me. But that's part of the reason why I never finished that either. I just need to give these games more love, that's all.
Exactly.
I mean, I gave Phantasy Star 4 more love. Let me just, play around the rest of the series.
I'm gonna have to try that out. I was playing it a little bit, but I didn't really get too into it because I was like, I don't know. Just gotta get back to it.
I recommend it. And it's here.
All right. Well, that's all the games we got for today. I want to thank my friend Anthony for coming over today.
Thanks for having me, man. It's been awesome. I definitely look forward to playing some of the games you picked out. There's like 3 games that I've never.
Nice. Yeah, and I definitely want to try this one, and I want to play that Shinobi 3 because, like I said, I love that horse level, and I remember that water level with the water. That level was awesome.
It's an absolutely phenomenal game. Well, I mean, they're all phenomenal games, so.
Exactly.
Can't go wrong with Sega Genesis. You just can't. Yeah, you just can't.
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. If you liked it, comment on the bottom. And as always, I'll see you next time.